welcome back to my channel. So basically this week I've not been feeling the best. My throat has been really sore. I don't know if you can kind of hear that my voice sounds a bit different. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a cough or cold. Like, it's definitely, like, if one more person said it's fresh as flu, it is not fresh as flu. Literally just my throat. I have not been shouting, so I don't know like what. But anyway, I'm near the end of recovering, and I put on my Instagram story last week that I was going to be doing a Q&A, so to send me questions. I've got the questions here. I've got my tea over here, so I squeezed a bit of lemon, put some hot water in it, put a bit of honey, because apparently honey and lemon help with like coughs and colds or whatever. A little comfortable setting for you guys and answer some of the questions. So some of them are about me, some of them are about uni, so I thought I'd have a bit of a mix. If I get through all of them, perfect, but if not, I'll just make a part 2 because I don't want this video to be too long, not for your sake, for mine. But yeah, so let's get started with the questions. So this is my first Q&A, you can tell. The first question is a pretty basic question. It's basically, what country am I from? I'm Jamaican, I'm Caribbean. I don't know why at this university people seem to think that I'm East African. People either think I'm just African, somewhere in Africa, from somewhere, or they specifically say East African. No, I am very much Jamaican. Very much Jamaican. I was born here. My parents were also born here, but I'm definitely Jamaican. I'm very sure about that. Okay, next question. You can kind of hear my throat is already struggling. I'm on the second question anyway. Second question is, what is your skincare routine? So I know a lot of girls like seem to have like these long skincare routines, all these products. I'm not gonna lie, I feel so bad because I don't even use that many products and my skin is not that problematic. When I was younger it was very problematic because I think my parts of my skin were more oily than others, so I overall have dry skin but I had oily parts. So literally all I do, if I wear makeup, I use makeup remover. If my face is dirty, I use my simple wipes. Yeah, when I wash my face, I use my Neutrogena face wash, right? And then when my face is dry, I use, well, this is tired, anyways, I use my Neutrogena cream. So basically I use Neutrogena because it's oil free but it's still a moisturizer, so it kind of caters to my skin type. But that's all I use. I don't use oil serums, I don't use masks, I don't use scrubs, facials, unless I'm going to a spa, but I have not been to a spa in years. So that's literally all I use and I feel like it helps my skin, so that's what I use. Sorry, it's kind of underwhelming, but yeah. Okay, so the next question is, what music do I listen to? So music wise, I listen to so many different types of music, I just can't name them all. I like R&B, so I like 90s R&B, 80s R&B, 2000s R&B, current R&B. I like hip hop, I like gospel, I like even within gospel there's like different types. So there's like contemporary gospel, R&B gospel, like there's different types of gospel. I like all of them. There's like the thing is, I feel like with music I go for vibe, so there's probably certain artists that I wouldn't listen to all their songs, but if there is one song, maybe 2 songs where I'm like, I like this, I will just listen to it on repeat, which is another bad thing that I shouldn't do. I rinse out songs so much, but I just kind of go based off of what I like. I don't necessarily have a certain genre that I like, I just like what I like. Okay, so the next question is, how do you stay so positive? I like the fact that I come across positive, but trust me, I'm not always positive. There are times where I'm not positive. There are times where I'm not happy. I'm happy at the moment, but whoa, lemon tea. Whoa. There are times where I'm not happy, but I would say that like just being centered and grounded is so important. And what I mean by that is, it's so easy to like overthink things, to think into things, to not think about things at all. And it's like, the key to being positive is just seeing things for what they are and not thinking about, oh, I could have done this, I should do that. Just, it is what it is. That's literally what I live by, and it keeps me very positive. It's also, I'm a Christian, so I definitely say that like having a faith, for me personally, obviously I'm not trying to, you know, if you're not Christian, I'm not trying to convert you, but like my faith definitely helps me to stay positive in life. Yeah. So the next question is, what advice would you give to people who are looking to start content creation? Start content creation. That's a good question. I feel like in my experience of content, the things that I kind of struggled with were not necessarily the content itself, because you can always improve on your skills, you can always watch videos on how to do things, you can always improve, but it's definitely the mindset behind what you do. And I would say that it's definitely important that your mind is in a good place when you are creating content, because say for example, say you're a YouTuber, you want to post YouTube videos and you have a certain amount of YouTube videos that you're uploading, or say for example you're an Instagram person, you post content on Instagram and it's not getting the engagement you thought it would. It's not a personal attack to who you are. It's nothing to do with you, it's nothing to do with your identity. It doesn't mean, oh, because people aren't liking it, you know, people don't like me, people find me annoying. It's not that whatsoever. Sometimes it's just that your content is suited for a different audience. Maybe the people who are following you, they're friends with you, but they may not necessarily have an interest in what you're interested in, and that's completely fine. That's normal. So I definitely say, if you are going to start out content creation, I think definitely separate your identity from what you do, because it's not the same. It's not the same. Your friends will be your friends and your audience will be your audience. Keep them separate, but if they end up interlinking, even better, because obviously you all have friends that are interested in the same thing you are as well. So that would be my advice. It sounded a bit long-winded, but I hope you understood the gist of what I was trying to say. Okay, so let me quickly move on to the uni questions. So the next question was, what made you want to do uni content? Now, if I'm being completely honest, it was a complete accident. I used to do content about everything. I used to do content about health, well-being, just like so many different things. I used to do vlogs, I still do vlogs, but then I did some uni videos and I started to realize that a lot of people were interested in the uni lifestyle and how students find it, and a lot of freshers, especially people who were looking to come to Nottingham, they really wanted to know the ins and outs of it. So I decided to dedicate my channel more towards uni lifestyle, just to kind of help those who were interested. I still do have an interest in all the other things that I used to do content on, but I just dedicate my channels to uni nowadays. I also do Instagram content now as well for uni students. So if you see my uni tips, make sure you save them, because I used to use these checklists in my notes just for me. Like, I used to genuinely use them, and then one time I screenshotted it and posted it, and I realized that it actually helps other people. So if you are a uni student and you want like some checklists to kind of help you and your uni lifestyle, check out my Instagram page. Okay, so the next question is, how are you finding forming friendships and relationships at uni? Now, this is a good question actually, because I feel like with me, I am all right with meeting brand new people and starting a conversation with them and talking to them. That I'm all right with, which is weird because I feel like that's where most people find difficult. So I don't know why I'm a bit backwards, but I think now I'm more just trying to focus on building more meaningful and intentional friendships, rather than just superficial, like, oh, let's go here, let's go there. Like, as much as I like to go places with my friends, I do want to have friendships which are more uplifting, more encouraging, where we're both like striving for goals, where we're actually trying to achieve things. Because at the end of the day, being a uni student, you are trying to achieve a degree, you are trying to achieve goals in your life that are even outside of your degree. So that is really what I'm trying to look for at the moment. And in terms of relationships, I'm just single. that's literally all I have to say on that matter. But next question. So the next question is, how do I stay productive and focused at uni? So I would definitely say that like my personality does contribute a lot to my productivity. I think because I'm quite an ambitious driven person naturally, I just tend to want to always be doing things, and sometimes that can be my downfall. I just sometimes overdo it and I need to rest. I do have certain methods, but they're not really systematic. I'd say the first thing that I try to do is I always try to find the fun in things. So whether it's creating content, whether it's doing my work, whether it's like things that I have to do around my comm, I always try to find that fun in things, because once things are fun, you will instantly want to do them. Once you're enjoying it, you'll want to do it. There's no dedication, there's no like forcing yourself. Like if you see what you're doing as an honor, you'll want to do it. Like if you see what you're doing as an opportunity, you will want to do it. So that's one thing. And the second thing is I try not to be too hard on myself. I do write plans, I do write to do this, I do have like a structure of my day, but if I don't complete everything, we go again. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes putting pressure on yourself is what is preventing you from being productive. So that's kind of what I do. Okay, so next question is, how do you deal with loneliness at uni? Oh, that is actually a very good question, very deep question. I don't know. I feel like loneliness is a very internal thing. It's one thing to be alone, but it's another thing to feel lonely. And I feel like I do spend a lot of time by myself. I don't necessarily feel lonely a lot, and I think that's a lot to do with my mental state. I think if I have a negative mental state, then I'm more susceptible to feeling lonely. Actually being comfortable in your own company is something that you should definitely consider doing first, you know, whether that's just like, you know, watching a movie by yourself, going out to eat by yourself, doing things by yourself so that you feel more comfortable in your own space. And then once you do that, you can find more methods to reach out to new people, to speak to people and all of that. But I do definitely think how I try not to be lonely is mainly just focusing on my mindset and how I feel in my own space. Okay, next question. Is uni really as crazy as people make it out to be? Let me not lie, yeah? Show me your friends and I'll show you the crazy, yeah? It's really about who you're friends with. If you are socializing with crazy people, then yes, uni is crazy. But if you're socializing with people who are very much sane, then university will seem very normal to you. I think it's really about who you're around. I mean, sometimes your environment can be mad. It can be very mad. Okay, and then the final question is, what is your ideal night out at uni? I feel like a lot of people would usually say that, oh, partying, this, that, the other. I just love to eat, and if you know me already, you'll know I just love my food. Like a lovely night out would just be me going to a restaurant with some of my close friends, with maybe like a little cocktail, maybe a little drink, maybe when I'm not ill. But yeah, like a nice meal, a drink, you know, some music. Yeah, that's the vibe I'm trying to go for. I just like anything with company and food, to be honest. So that would be my ideal night. Obviously I'm quite adaptable, so I can be in different environments, but that is my ideal night. I just like people and food. So but thank you so much for watching. I was a bit ill, so I don't know how the energy levels is gonna look when I edit this, but I hope my energy levels are still pretty consistent. But if you enjoyed what you watched, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and make sure you share with your friends, especially the ones who are at uni. I hope to see you soon when I'm not ill. But yeah, until next time.